First of all, it's great to be at CEDA, at Caribbean Export. It's one of those institutions in the Caribbean region that is highly necessary, especially these days. And when I say these days, it's simply because we are trying to reboot, restart our economies. I think export is a major part of that. And in terms of the reason for the visit to Barbados is because our leaders, Prime Minister Motley and President Santoki, when they met in Guyana last, we discussed ways to improve trade relations and cooperation between the two countries. And there is great benefit in terms of exports, in terms of technical cooperation, in terms of logistics and agro-processing. So we will, starting tomorrow, discuss these specific issues under a certain agreement which we signed a couple of years ago. So we hope that by the end of this mission, we can talk about a strengthened, expanded bilateral relation with Barbados. We have named this a strategic partnership. And in this process, we will need assistance. We will need technical capacity to be able to do what we want to do, export of meat, fruit, vegetables to Barbados as a processing zone, which will then further distribute it to the region. It's great benefit to Suriname because it will create income, export opportunities, but also work, employment. So in rebooting our economies, we need to undertake these actions, and only by working together, we believe the countries in the Caribbean region can perform better for the people of their countries. So that is the mission of our visit here to Barbados. We have discussed just now a couple of very concrete ways of how Caribbean export can support Suriname's private sector. First of all, we need to reset, that means restart our relationship. For a long time, we haven't benefited from what Caribbean export can offer to the Surinamese business community. But today we agree that we will provide, or we will give Suriname the opportunity to benefit from Caribbean export in this way. One is organizing a forum, a virtual forum on investments with concrete projects which we will offer to the business community globally and regionally. We will certainly work towards technical assistance in terms of export promotion. The Suriname Investment Trade Agency, CETA, as it is called, will benefit from that process. We hope to launch this within 6 weeks' time in Paramaribo. Then we have seen a need also from the Ministry of Agriculture for support in terms of market studies and to be able to present projects in the poultry sector. We have heard from the private sector on the need for them to be informed about major CARICOM agreements on trade, but also on the EPA with the United Kingdom and with Europe. So it's technical assistance, information sharing, on-the-ground assistance, as well as assistance with organizing our export promotion agency and the investment forum. And I believe there is another area where we can benefit from Caribbean export, and that's on creative industries. We have a lot to offer, but it remains within the national boundaries of Suriname. I think expanding that opportunity would create not only income, but a business in terms of creative industries, and that's what we want to establish.